it was going to push the launch back months. So the clock was ticking. Everyone's waiting on Caleb. Before I was the fitness marshal, I was the kid obsessed with coffee. Everyone knew it. My teachers hated me because I was the one coming into class. I was late because I would have rather been late to class than not have my morning iced coffee, specifically a cold brew iced coffee with sugar-free hazelnut. But cut to now, the number one question I get, how do you have so much energy in your workouts? And is it lit? And the answer, it's not a mystery. It's always been coffee. My morning ritual, it's been my secret ingredient. It's been my sidekick. It's been my little elixir that sparks joy and makes me feel limitless. Even if I don't earn that feeling, it gives me the confidence to just go about my day. And it's kind of like putting on my superhero cape. And even if I'm not confident, even if I'm scared, it's like that little zap of, you got this. I believe that everyone has an inner superstar. Sometimes we just need a little zap to bring it out. I wanted to find a way to bottle that feeling that I got. I do not take myself seriously, and that is how the idea for Zappy was born. I don't think it's a secret that I am a huge kid at heart, and I grew up on cartoons like Pokemon, Powerpuff Girls, Danny Phantom, and what I loved about those shows and those characters when I watched it is that the transformation they went through, they reminded me of that superhero transformation that I feel when I drink caffeine and my alter ego emerges and I'm just ready to take on the world. I am a big coffee snob. I refuse to get my coffee from certain places. Like I get that and appreciate that, but I don't know why something that makes me feel so happy and joyful has to be so like boring and like buttoned up. I feel like as adults in the world in general, we're encouraged to mask our childlike wonder and imagination and be very serious and present ourselves a certain way. Life is serious enough, and when you look at a bag of Zappy, I want it to spark joy before you even take a sip. Like I want you to look at that bag and be like, I'm about to feel how Zappy looked. I'm sure you're wondering, how did he do it? Is he another influencer slapping his name on a bag to make a quick buck? And the short answer is no, but I'll explain why, because I know everyone says that. For the last 2 years, I've been working literally from the grounds up, to make my dream coffee brand. Step one, I hired an expert coffee team that knows way more about coffee than I do. They know where to source beans from. They know about flavor profiles. They know about pairings and notes and caffeine content. And as much as I love coffee, I don't feel qualified to actually create the product that way. So step one was recognizing the areas in which I could use expertise. After hiring the team, I have been involved in every single aspect of Zappy, probably annoyingly to the team, especially to our graphic designer, Nathan, who's been incredible. Thank you, Nathan. Step two, finding the coffee. I went through so many months of trying to pick the perfect coffee. We were deciding between ground coffee, whole bean, concentrates, cans to drink. I had everyone I knew sample the flavors and roast and really took my time making sure I picked the perfect coffee. And I will say, the deciding factor was when Haley took a sip and she didn't have a note for me or a critique. And I was like, if I can please Haley, then this is the one. So after months and months and months of sampling coffee, we landed on 2 core products to launch. Number one is coarse ground coffee. So this is for people who already kind of have their morning coffee ritual, or they already enjoy making it at home. They maybe have a French press, a cold brew maker, a pour over. There's so many ways to make the coffee. But the coarse ground beans were really important to me because that's my favorite way to make cold brew at home. It's my favorite way to make French press at home. Number 2 was coffee concentrates. This is for people who they want a quick zap and they need it fast. Step 3 was the packaging, and this is where I got to have so much fun. I got to go through so many variations of this mascot, which I wanted a mascot. You know, like cereal boxes, you got your Tony the Tiger, you got your Captain Crunch. It's like, why doesn't coffee have that? And so I had a very specific vision for what I wanted Zappy to look like, We went through so many variations of this character design. I wanted him to be this supercharged hero who was tackling life. He was a little bit of a chaotic mess, but he was always giving his best. For our signature hazelnut or hazel nova flavor, we see Zappy melting a hazelnut into delicious pieces. For our original roast, we have him blasting a coffee bean down to earth. And the amount of iterations we went through for just these two graphics, it was a lot. And I was very nitpicky, even down to the point where there were little energy rings that Zappy was pushing. I was asking them to show me options with them facing a different direction or angled slightly differently. Like, I really wanted it to be perfect. I'm sure I was very annoying to Nathan, our graphic designer, who is a superstar. And second shout out to Nathan, who has really brought my vision to life. And the next piece after that was just getting all the packaging, having to approve it. The deadline was so tight and we were already behind. Like, we were supposed to launch Zappy almost 6 months before I was approving these designs. So the clock was ticking and I finally get them. They get to the house. The artwork is so cool and I'm excited about that, but and you could see on my face, my reaction was immediately like, this could be better. And I had like a sinking feeling in my gut because I knew everyone was counting on me to just give the okay, get this into production, like everyone's waiting on Caleb. But I was looking at the packaging and I was like, it doesn't feel Zappy. I want it to feel like it's coming to life. And I got this idea to make metallic accents on the name and metallic accents on features of Zappy. I went back to them and I was like, hey, can we adjust this? And it was going to push the launch back months just to do this. Everyone was like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And I just said, let's go for it, let's do it. Weeks go by, I get the final sample in. Okay, final approved proofs came in. We added the metallic. So the Zappy logo is metallic, the character is metallic, and then the like effects are metallic. I love it. Same thing on this one. Oh my God, it looks so cool. Approved! I look at the packaging and you can't tell on camera, but it is so perfect. It's shimmering, it looks electrified, and it's exactly what I want. So I am elated at this point. We have the bags, we have the concentrates in hand, the product is ready to go. The next step, which is step 4, is the photo shoot. The launch photo shoot, the big campaign, it was the best day ever. I got to zip around Santa Monica, which shout out to Lauren, who has been here by my side this entire time. And she was like, no, Santa Monica's the place to go. And I was like, we could just do it in North Hollywood. And she said, I think we should do Santa Monica. And she was right. So we were zipping around Santa Monica and I got to bring Zappy to life. I got to have so much fun and be playful and energetic and work with an incredible photographer. Also, full disclosure, on this day, I had so much Zappy because every shot we were doing, I was like drinking the coffee, I was spilling the coffee, and I had to keep refilling it, and then I had to keep drinking it, and then I had to hold a pose forever drinking coffee, and he was like, hold. But I had so much fun, and I was zooming in the best way. I got to bring Zappy to life and show him taking on the world with me, one adventure at a time. So these are some of the photos that we took. This is how they turned out. I was so excited. The image that I was most excited about was the very first one that I pitched to my team, and it's where we blend the Zappy world with the real world. And I think it really captures the essence of what I want people to feel when they drink Zappy. It's that even in the real world, even in our everyday lives, we can still find that spark of joy and imagination and childlike, cartoonish creativity. Step number 5, creating the website. The team absolutely crushed this. I can't take credit for this. I don't know how to make a website. I personally have never seen a coffee site that was so much fun to navigate. Like, even the cursor, if you're on a desktop, is a little lightning bolt. It's like giving like very Y2K vibes, which I found really exciting to navigate. I got to give a bunch of notes on it. We had so many calls, and just the experience of navigating purchasing coffee, I think we've even found a way to make that more fun. On the website, we have tutorials, we have Zappy showing you how to make coffee in different ways, showing you how to make the cold brew concentrate, different recipes that you can use Zappi for. We have bundle and save options. If you're like, you know what, I love coffee, but I love saving money more, guess what? So do I. And the final step was the launch party, which arguably I would say was the scariest part, because no one in my life has, besides my close friends, has tried Zappi. And so we have this big launch party inviting our closest friends, people with lots of followers. So there's like a lot of pressure. And it's the first time that everyone's going to be trying and experiencing Zappi cold brew in a group setting. And the thing about the launch party is like there's nowhere for people to go. If they drink it and I'm like, hey everyone, this is Zappi, and they hate it, that's embarrassing. Thankfully, everyone loved it. They were raving. The reactions were everything. People trying it for the first time, smiling, and I didn't pay them. So it is a genuine reaction. We made cold brew martinis. We made lattes, iced coffee. We had little tumblers made for everyone with the Zappi logo on it. We also got little gift bags for everybody at the party. I think the coolest part was getting to see something that we've been working on for years come to life in such a real way, and also just with people that I love and admire and respect, and whose opinions I really value and trust. Seeing the first party where Zappi got to be the spark of the party, I think was cool. It feels weird to be like emotional about launching a coffee company. Like I understand that it is coffee, but in everything I do, my goal is to spark joy in people's lives. I wanna be a reason that they smile and feel capable and confident. I want Zappi to be that thing that makes you feel like, you know, you can dance, you can clean the house, you can text your ex, you can solve world peace and do it all before 10 a.m. Everything I do, whether it's like the Fitness Marshal or whether it's the Active Booty, whether now Zappi, it's such a group effort, and this was one of the first things that I kind of took on my own, separate from the Fitness Marshal, which was really scary. And creating a brand outside of just dancing was pretty terrifying. I don't know if people know much about how things like this get made, but transparently, I fronted all of the money myself. Everything is riding on me. I'm betting on myself, and it is not cheap to bet on yourself. We don't have investors, we don't have backers, we don't have guarantees. We just have a lot of coffee already bought, a lot of money invested in this brand, and no matter what, I had so much fun making it. I got to do exactly what I wanted. I got to realize my childhood dreams and make everything that I loved as a kid. I got to take it with me, put it on something that I love as an adult, and I think that in and of itself has been the most rewarding experience. That is the coolest thing, but I did not at all do this on my own. I had so much help. I had Cameron, I had Lauren, I had all of Team Zappi over in the UK. I had my friends who tested it and gave their honest opinion. So it's just been such a labor of love with community and with people, which is always the most fun way to do something. Everyone watching this, you are now also a part of this journey, because whatever happens from here is up to you. So I hope you would like it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. It is out in the world now, and you can go to zappicoffee.com and sign up for our emailing list to be notified whenever we have discounts or new launches. But the product's out there. I want to know what you think, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to try something new. If you've tried it or have any questions, leave a comment. I promise you I will answer you. I'm going to be looking for your opinions, and now it's time for you to go spark your inner superstar. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. Ow! Ow!